Good morning, guys. It's Jeff with HKS Systems Lock and Safe. Hope you're doing well today. Today we're decoding and making keys for a core. If you don't know, this is the best core. That's the best brand, and it's yellow. It's painted yellow. So these are what's called construction cores, but this one was sent to us, and so unfortunately doesn't have its coloring scheme is not to the factory, which is there's different colors. There's blue, green, red, yellow, black, a couple other ones. They're based on the keyway, which this is keyway D as in dog. And we did cut them to the factory system, and it is not working. So interesting is that that's a 7-pin. It's a 7-pin system, typically for a yellow from Best, but two of those are already empty. This 6th and 7th chamber there are already empty. So don't know what that's all about, but we're going to decode these, and I'll show you how to do that. Measure things up and code cut a key. We'll be back. All right, guys, so we use the Annex by Lab. If you're not familiar with that, Lab Annex. You would put the Bible system in there, and you'd put the core in there, you tap them all out, and they come out, and when you open it, make sure to go really slow, and it should come out like this. Typically, if it's not master keyed, you're just going to have 3 pins in each of the chambers. That's pretty typical. If it is master keyed, you may see extra additionals in the chamber stack. So once again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6 and 7 in the system cylinder was already empty, so we don't need to do that. So we're going to, well, there's a couple ways you could do this. You could take a micrometer and definitely measure those, or you could buy, CLK makes a nice little slide gauge. It's a system for that. So you could take that and put the pins in there, and it'll, you just lay them in there on top. Whichever one you're going to try, you just take the bottom pin, stick it in there, and measure to see which one it is. I prefer, just because I'm always dropping things, or it always happens that something gets pushed to the side or dropped, I prefer using the micrometer. It's much quicker for me. I could lay 1 pin down, measure it, and I don't have to keep it moving from anywhere. So we'll be back. Thanks. All right, so you take them out very, 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 very carefully from the decoder box, and you put them on a nice little pinning mat so you could manipulate each one. So this would be bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you had it, 7 if you had it, but we don't because those are empty. Then the whole pack above it. So bottom, driver, driver, bottom, driver, driver, bottom, driver, driver, bottom, driver, driver, bottom, driver, driver. Then you measure each one. Then you put it in the matrix. Bottom, driver, driver, driver. If there is a third driver, sometimes there is if it's master keyed. This one's not going to be. So bottom, driver, driver. And then you're going to do, this is going to be row 1, row 2, row 3, 4, and 5. And then I'll come back once I get everything measured, and I will show you how to use the matrix to figure out how to decode it for a change key and master key. I'm sorry, change key and control key. Thanks. All right, guys, so we've decoded these, and then you could use this. So that's going to give you, with the caliper, is going to give you a indication of one of that top numbers, or very, within 1,000ths or 2,000ths will tell you what it is. So we decoded all the bottom pins, and it came to 29380. Then you're going to do the same for the next ones. You're just going to decode it, and it'll come back to a fractional, and that should tell you the fractionals are below, like 0.075, where my thumb is a number 6. So on, where my next finger is a 0.125, it's a number 10, all the way down the list. So once you measure it, you're going to get a matrix of some numbers, and then I'll show you how to decode from there. Be right back. All right, guys, so we decoded everything. That is our matrix 214, 217, 4, 9, 3, 11, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to put these in. There's a couple ways you could do it. If you want to do it math-wise, it's easy. Or I really like this little easy way lab system. So you would just basically, you know, your change key, your master control, and then you would put that in once that 2, 17, and 4 add up. You can look right on there, 2, 17, and 4. And that's going to give you your change key is number 2, which we knew that because that's the bottom pin always. And your control key is going to be a number 9. Pretty easy, right? So you're going to do that with this all the way through. Well, there's another way to do it mathematically. Let me tell you how to do that a little bit later. All right, guys, so we're back. We rekeyed them all. Made the key copy. Why is that not focusing for me? There we go. So we made the key copies. Worked beautifully. I used the little factory stamper. It's the little A1 system. It's pretty nice. I do a lot of peaks, so it's 150 and 140 spacing, so I need a dual block. But you can see how that does not push them down as far as the factory one does. So that's why I actually have this. It is a best core. I do have a lot of best equipment. I have an original best core capper. I do have some of the best system as well as that. I do have quite a bit of their stuff. It is good stuff. It's just a little high priced. Best key machines as well. So I'm using that to cap it, and I'll come back and show you how that works out. Thanks. All right, guys, once that's done with the best press, which I did not do that cut on the top, the customer did that. You can see they're all, I don't know, 5 or 10 thousandths below the actual top of the cylinder, just nice and tight and factory fresh. So once again, took it all apart, decoded each pin by pin, code cut the key for the control and the operation. He says all of his keys were the same, so he didn't have any more, and we'll see. I did not tell him I would guarantee it. I could only guarantee what I made, so hopefully it will work, and the guy will be easy peasy then. If you need service for that, please give us a call. HKS Systems, Lock and Safe, 847-204-7046.